Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
Raise and support the vehicle. Remove this undershield that goes underneath the engine and transmission. There is some 10mm bolts here. And then 2 here. We'll remove those. Use a 10mm socket, a long extension in my ratchet, just so I don't have to reach up here, but you can use any length ratchet. These 2 bolts were so rusted they broke. There's plenty of plastic clips holding this tray on. I'm not worried about it. These bolts are also very rusty along here. One of them already broke. So what I'm gonna do is remove all of the clips and then fold the plastic under tray down to get it out of the way. I'm gonna leave these bolts in place, not touch them. If your vehicle is not rusty, they'll probably come out without a problem. This car is very rusty. They're gonna break on us. I'm not gonna bother with it. I'm just gonna use a flat-bladed screwdriver, release these plastic clips. Pop them out. Once you get them started, you can use a trim clip tool. I've just gone along and found all the push clips holding this up. Somebody has already cut this to give them better access to the oil pan and the oil filter. So normally there'd probably be a door here you'd flip down. Ours doesn't have it. I'm not gonna worry about it. There's one more clip here. I'm just gonna take a bungee cord, just hook it to this, and you can hook it to the front grille. It'll just help hold it out of the way. Got a drain pan in place. I'm gonna loosen our drain plug. It's 14mm. Break it free. So this oil is not looking so good. It should be like a dark black color or a caramel color. This is like a milky, like a light chocolatey kind of mocha color. And that's telling me that there's probably coolant in this oil, and it's likely this engine has a bad head gasket, which is unfortunate. But that's a pretty good sign that your head gasket is leaking and you've got coolant contaminating and mixing with the oil, which is very bad. It ruins the bearings in the engine. We're going to change this oil for now, but this engine will need a head gasket. It's drained pretty well. I'm going to reinstall the plug. The gasket stayed in place, so I'll just tighten this back up. Threads on this plug aren't great. Somebody might have started to cross-thread it. Should spin in nice and easy. You want to over tighten it so you feel it stop. That's perfect. Now I can remove the oil filter and put some fresh oil in it. Use an oil filter wrench. This one is 65 to 68mm. Fits over the end of the plastic cap pretty well. Have our drain pan ready. Spin this free. Move this out of the way. This is stuck in place. I'm going to carefully try to hit this tab, break it free. Use some adjustable pliers on here. Filter is a cartridge type. It's going to come out of the plastic cap and get thrown away. We got our oil cap where the oil filter goes into. There's a rubber O-ring that needs to be replaced. You can use a pick, pull it out. Throw that away for now. Push on the new O-ring. This is pretty oily, so it'll slide right over it. it into the groove. Some oil around it. I'm just gonna wipe this out, some of the old oil out of here. Take a new cartridge filter, pushes in place, and then this will get reinstalled. We'll thread it in. Just gonna tighten the cap by hand. Get it until it's seated. There's still a gap here. I'm going to turn it so this black plastic is touching the aluminum, and that should be tight enough. I don't want to over tighten it. And we'll get it nice and tight by hand, and that should be good. Wipe off some of the oil. We're all set. I'm going to take this bungee cord off. We'll flip the plastic under tray back up. We'll catch these back ones first. And just reinstall all the clips that you removed to get the tray off. Open the oil cap. Actually tells you the weight of the oil, 0W20. Funnel in. Funnel doesn't fit that well. You can pop this cover off very easily. Just pops off the 3 rubber plugs that it sits on. The cover's broken, but it goes like that. So since I can get to that easier, put the funnel in. Pour in 4 quarts, and then I'll check it. Make sure it's enough oil. We'll check the level, pull the dipstick. Wipe it off. Hopefully this is enough time to let the oil run down into the oil pan. It's going to be hard to see because it's very clean and clear, but the edge of it, so the low mark would be that point there, the high mark would be here, and it's right about there, so it needs, I'd guess, about a half a quart more. Double check the oil level again. So it's really hard to see because the oil is so nice and clean, but it's right at the top mark, so the oil level is perfect. Put the dipstick back in. Take the funnel out. And actually reinstall the cap before you put the engine cover on. The engine cover simply pushes into place, just like that. You're all set, and close the hood.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.